There. We'll see if that does it. All right. Hello, everybody. I got a box in the mail today, and it's from EagleMoss. So I ordered some Starships, and we'll check them out. We'll see how they're. We'll see what they're doing. Yeah. Well, we don't want to wait. So let's see what we have here. All right. Don't need that. Ha ha ha. Oh. All right. I'll give you a good look at that. Does anyone recognize that? Who can tell me? Hey? It's right there. This is the Enterprise D. So first off, the artwork on the packaging is amazing. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a really good picture of the Enterprise D, famous from the Next Generation. And it's really glossy and shiny, which is nice to look at in person, not so good for the camera. But boy, and these look like some other Enterprises that you may or may not recognize. I've got, well, let's see what's in the box. Maybe there's more, eh? But I've got quite a few here. So this is a sturdy box. It's nice. Let's open it up. Let's quit screwing around. And that's not opening. All right. They really make the plastic hard to get into. Ha-ha! Ooh. Want to see what's in the box? Ooh. Hey, ooh, all right. Well, first off, look at that, hey? Look at those. Hey, that's nice. And it comes with this book. Hey, Captain Spock. Huh? How's that? How's that? Right? That's the back. Yes. An unpackaging. I didn't want to take any terminology from anyone else there, Captain. Captain Cockney Spock in the chat says an unboxing. Star Trek. And yes. Hey, Darius. So that's a pretty nice book, and you may be a fan of some of those characters or some of those actors. Yeah, that's a pretty nice glossy book there. Right? That's some nice. Hey, Darius Munchausen is in the chat. He says, hail. And Captain Cockney Spock correctly identifies that this is the Enterprise D, NCC 1701D. Hey, Raquel. Nice to see you. I just got some EagleMoss ships in the mail. So I'm just doing a real quick live stream. And we're going to see what's inside. Hey, LDG of Geeks and Joy. Please feel free to throw links of your own channels or your favorite channels in the chat. Yeah, hey. Ooh, Q. Anyone who's familiar with modern Star Trek, we are counting on this man to come and save the franchise. But this is totally cutting off the top of my head, but you guys aren't here to see me. Yes. So there's the book that comes with this. Right? Ooh, there's Skinny Riker. Right? He looks like there's a skinny Buddha and a larger Buddha. a fat Buddha, as we fondly refer to him, and I guess Riker could be the same. There, hey, the ladies of Star Trek. And there's the men of Star Trek. Shut up, Wesley. Shut up, Wesley. All right. So that's the book that came with this wonderful EagleMoss box. So yeah, let's not delay, eh? Ho ho ho! All right. Now this is some high quality foam. I mean, that's got some thickness to it. You know, it's got it's precision cut. That's not moving around there very much at all. The only reason it is moving around is because the saucer is sort of beveled. And inside it, there is the piece that will hold that in place. And that, I've worked with acrylic in machine shops, and that is totally clear. There's no scratches on that. That's flame polished. Or, you know, I worked for years making pieces like this. That is hard to get it to look that perfect. That they took some care. I know it's a piece of plastic, whatever, but if you know how hard it is to get it to look like this, totally clear, you'll appreciate the expense and work that is. And here's the base. Yeah, I know I'm saving the best for last. I know, the Starship's in there. Here's the base that comes with it. Games, Mickey, and Comics RS. Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. Captain Cockney Spock, steak. Yeah, I wish there was steak here. I had hamburger earlier. Okay, so that's the base piece. And there's some weight to it. And that that nameplate there says USS Enterprise. Yes, Darius, I've been studying how to make deadfall traps should that become necessary this winter. I mean, I already kind of knew how to make them in the Boy Scouts, but yeah, I've been studying more deadfall traps to work out the technique. So that's how that sits, and you can glue that in there, and that's a really good high quality piece there. So let's take a look at the damn Starship, because that's what we're here for. Oh yeah, look at the artwork on that. Hey, that's all right. Huh? Nothing wrong there. All right. Oh yeah. That is not a box that you want to throw away. That is a box you want to keep. All right. Here we go. My nice Doomcock shirt makes a good backdrop, I think. But this has weight. This part is, that's metal. That is metal here. There's metal there. This is a heavy, nice quality plastic. These are a lighter plastic than the cells. You can see the translucent plastic, the red, and the blue. There's almost, I'm going to turn this light off and see if is that better without the light on? Is there less glare? Can you see it better without the light? Yeah. Well, you know, that's what happens. There we go, folks. Games, Mickey, and Comics RS in the chat says, LOL. Don't be alarmed, everyone. I lost a bet, and now I have to shield Disney for a month. Haha. Well, hey, that's when you make a bet, adults live up to what they say they're going to do. So there we go. So there's the top. Boy, this is heavy. It's actually hard for me to hold this like this. Now, this, I believe, is 10 inches, more or less, 10 and a half inches, whatever the website says. And there's the, how's that? That's one of my favorite views. That is just friggin' sexy. That is just fucking sexy. Look at that. I mean, Can you see a space, or can you see a runabout in there? Shuttlecraft? I can almost see a runabout in there, I swear to God. I'm using a new camera, and it seems to have higher definition. Hi, Tiger Stripes. Hello. Yeah, Tiger Stripes. Welcome. Yes, this center section is metal. This outer rim, boy, that feels like metal too. It really does. That is metal. But it's got maybe a plastic coating on it for the painting. Maybe it's but the painting is really detailed. You can see all the little windows that they've put in there. You know, there is a different color throughout. You can see little flecks of different gray. Is that better without the bright light, the ring light on the camera? Can you see it better like this? And Captain Cockney Spock in the chat says that sure is one pretty model. Yes, Tiger Stripes, this bit here is plastic. The nacelles are plastic, and you can see that flexes. The paint job is really well done. It's molded plastic. There's no burrs on it. And by that, I mean there's no little unsmooth edges. Everything is finished and polished. I mean, that's, you know, that's, and all the phaser banks are right there. Huh? How's this for a sexy view? TNG, Tiger Stripes. Yes, this is the next generation Enterprise. NCC 1701D. And it is just a thing of beauty. Right? Get my big thumb out of the way. Yeah, nice guess, Tiger Stripes. Now, how's that for a view? And there you go. All right. So that is the Enterprise D. Beauty. Let's finish off with a flyby and see what else is in the box. Ooh. That could have been better. That could have been better. How's that? That's better. All right, there we go. So there is the Enterprise D. And I have the smaller version of this. It was $36 Canadian. This one was just about 100. This is 10.5 inches, I believe, from memory. The smaller version, or the regular version, this is the XL version. The regular version is maybe 4 inches. I believe that just clips in there like that. No, this one goes like that. Are you serious? Okay. The other one clips up here. But this one doesn't want to fit there. Although it, boy, that looks like it does, though, doesn't it? That looks like that. Oh, there we go. That clips in there. Yeah, that would be too much flex. It would break if it hooked on there. That didn't look right. But I can see there's a little tab there. So the belly slides right in there. So if I don't, I was trying to do that the improper way. So, oh yeah, okay. So you got to come in from behind the way that, you know, we probably prefer. And then it locks into place. That was a good guess, Tiger Stripes. All right. There we go. Enterprise D. Beautiful. Okay, there we go. Enterprise D. We'll set that right there. Now let's see what else is in the box. Oh! This is from the same company, EagleMoss. Does anyone know what that is? It says it on the box. The Enterprise B. Made famous from Darius will tell you, Star Trek Search for Spock, I believe, wasn't it? Number 3? I believe it was a Search for Spock. Speak for myself, Tiger Stripes. Yeah, that's probably wise. It is probably wise to usually speak for only ourselves. Otherwise, we get in trouble. All right, let's open this up. All right, there we go. Ho, ho, ho. There is a very high production value book all about the Enterprise B. Oh, that is that's the Enterprise right there, isn't it? That's the first Enterprise. Yes. Huh. Oh, wow. And there's the man we all know and love. And yeah, it's very shiny. See, and here it tells you all the specifications about the ship. And, ooh, there's some, yeah, there we go. Well, that's nice. Okay, so let's take a look at now the other one had a black foam, and this is styrofoam. All right. So Games, Mickey, and Comics R Us says Enterprise B, so sad, the first death of Spock, which is true. All right, so there's another similar base that it sits on. That's a high quality plastic, and that's got some weight to it. So that's not as flimsy as it looks. All right, so let's pull this out. Okay, here's the box. We will be keeping the box because that is some nice artwork. And it'll probably be nice to have that along with this model. Okay, folks. That's not as nice as the black foam. The styrofoam is not nearly as nice, but I guess it serves the purpose. And then the other part that I didn't see come with it was the part that connects the base to this. Unless it hovers. Maybe it just hovers. Yeah. Son of a red shirt, Canadian Spider in the chat says, Canadian Spider-Man, you magnificent Trekkie bastard. Are you treating yourself to an early Christmas? Yes. In fact, I am treating myself to an early Christmas because, frankly, with the way the mail is right now, oh, the hell with that. That's just the base. Sorry. The way the mail is right now and things are going, like if I did, who knows, it could be Christmas 2022. So this is B. And I'll try and get my fingers out of the way here. So that again is a nice heavy model. This appears, oh, that's plastic. Styrofoam. That is plastic. That almost feels like maybe that's plastic, but boy, there's metal in there somewhere. They've put metal inside for weight or what, I don't know. But it's a heavy-duty, high-quality plastic. And I don't know if you're a fan of the Enterprise B. I wasn't sure that I was going to order the Enterprise B, but I'm glad I did. I mean, look at this. I'll get my ugly face out of there. How's that? Right? Like, that's pretty good. As far as Starship designs go. And again, there's got some weight to it. The detail on the paint job is really well done. There's no over painting. The paint is precise. Looks really beautiful. Okay, and games, Mickey and Comics R Us in the chat says, I still have my Enterprise B Micro Machine. Nice. And yeah, son of a red shirt, you are correct. It is pronounced a boot. So there's, yeah, that's, see, I just like the shape of that. There's something about it. It's a lot narrower. I mean, when you look at it, right, proportionally, this is wide, and this is just long and sleek. This is your minivan, and this is your friggin' sports car. And I'll have to look up the technical specs, which are in the book that come with it. The top speed of this little unit is what? Specifications. Oh, come on. I'm sure it says. Well, I'm sure it says in here somewhere. I'm surprised. Someone in the chat will probably know. But beautiful book that came with it. But yeah, I like the length compared to the width of this. And that's ultimately why I like this ship. So I'll give you a last look at the saucer. And then we'll move on to see what else is in the book. And again, the painting, look at the symmetry. That labeling is square on. It's spot fucking on. Right? I mean, that's... And look at the thick neck. I mean, that's NFL level thick neck. I like it. We'll get the ring light on here. See if that helps. That's just a beautiful, beautiful ship. Warp 9.5. Mega Cropper, thank you. Warp 9.5. I'll get my fingers out of there. But yeah, that's a beauty ship. All right. Moving on. All right. What else is in the box? Haha. What did I get? Ta-da. Some of you may like Voyager. Some of you may not. Janeway had her moments, She had her moments, and I liked some of the characters quite a bit on that show. Tim Russ is always, good in what I've seen him in. So, yes. Warp 6.9, Captain Cockney Spock says. That is possibly my favorite warp speed. When I go, not that I go to work up at North anymore, but when I went to the gold mine working, I'd go on the treadmill in the gym if when it was open. And yeah, I'd always jog at like 6.9 miles an hour, 6.9, as you do. So there you go. So you open the box, and again, with the styrofoam packaging, the Enterprise D came with the nice black, high-quality, high-density foam. This styrofoam just feels cheaper. Also, there's less artwork on this box. It's not quite as nice a box. I mean, this is... That's... It's not as plasticky feeling. It's nice. The way it opens is nicer. This is more of a generic, like what you'd buy, anything out of. This is a much nicer box. So maybe this is a newer style or a newer production that they've just decided to cut costs. I don't know. But it's still good. I mean, this styrofoam, it works. It's precisely cut. You know, I'll see that. Tuvok, yes, Mega Cropper, Tuvok. Tim Russ played the character of Tuvok on Voyager. Okay. And Son of a Red Shirt in the chat says, she's beautiful. I always love the Enterprise B. Excelsior variant with the big booty hull. Exactly. Now, I can order the Excelsior, and I may order the Excelsior as a companion, so I have two of them. That would be cool. I might do that. But I chose the Enterprise. And see, that didn't really, I tipped it up and that fell out. And that wouldn't happen to that hard, high-density foam. So here's again, the base. And this time it does include the piece with it. Again, high-quality acrylic. Very nice. But yeah, the box, not as nice as the Enterprise D. So here is the Voyager. And I like this again. It's got the narrow profile compared to the length, and that's appealing. There you go. I'll give you a nice side profile. There we go, and there's the front view. And yeah, this is heavy. This is actually difficult for me to do. That is a high quality, heavy piece of gear. There's the underbelly. Yeah, and see the decals? The decals, that's hard, but they line up, they match, they're symmetrical. You know, they are perfectly centered, and both sides, if you look, they're symmetrical, and that is hard to do, believe me. So that's a nice model. And again, that feels like metal. You know, that feels like metal. The nacelles are plastic, but there you go. So Son of a Red Shirt says in the chat, Darius Munchausen, Captain Cockney, Number Spock, and Mega Cropper, Jenny Lynn, Jerry Lynn. Jenny Lynn, how is your evening? All right. And there is the shuttle bay. And look at all the detail. I mean, that's pretty sweet. Son of a Red Shirt in the chat says, Mysteries of Autocorrect. Jenny Lynn was supposed to be gentleman. Oh, I see. And Sherry. Hello, Sherry. Sherry's here. So there is Voyager. I don't know if you're a fan of Voyager. Like I said, I do like the ship. And I did like some of the episodes. Some of them not so much. But I just like the ship. I mean, that's a classy, sexy ship. You know. I mean, here you go. Those are sexy, sexy ships. Okay. And Captain Cockney Number Spock says, I am operating with established within established parameters. Thank you for your query, Redshirt. Son of a Redshirt says, Janeway was cool, but Genevieve Bujold really gave it a good try instead of bailing on the third day. Tiger Stripe says, Son of a Redshirt, that's interesting. I didn't know that Bujold had the role. I'm probably mangling that name. So let's pop in. Ooh, and we got a book. We got another nice glossy. Now that is this is the same quality book as with the Enterprise D. So although the packaging is not quite up to the same high standard, the contents of the box, of all the boxes, are the same quality. So that's good. And see, yeah, that's a nice high gloss book. Has all the stats. Darius Munchausen in the chat says, a lot of people have been waiting for Canadian Spider-Man to unbox the D. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, well, you never know what'll happen. Although I haven't been drinking tonight or today. So, Son of a Red Shirt says, Tiger Stripes, true story. Brother, I don't know if it's still on YouTube, but if you type in her name, and Voyager, you'll get to see about 5 minutes worth of her work in the show. Darius Moon, Tiger Stripes in the chat says Darius Munchausen, LOL, how rude. Captain Cockney Number Spock says, oh, that D train. I like Tom Paris. I liked that he was actually deceptive at the end, and he was not a traitor. He was fooling everybody. Sorry, spoiler alert. Darius Munchausen says, apologies. And Son of a Red Shirt says, that's nasty, Darius. Just nasty. Funny, but nasty. Mega Cropper, you're not a fan of Janeway or Chakotay. They had some really good moments, I thought, and then a lot of it could have been better. But I liked some of her captain moments were friggin' good. So that's the book. That's a pretty nice book. And oh yes, oh yeah, and we got the book to the B as well. Again, the same quality. That's just a sexy, sexy book. All right, another package. Ooh, so this is the smaller size. So I have Voyager in this size, the 4-inch, I think it is. I have Voyager in that size, and I have Enterprise D in this size. So this is a runabout, and this has see-through packaging, and it looks like it's held in place just with plastic inside, like a plastic mold inside here. Right? So that's not bad. And then, yes, Captain Cockney Number Spock wisely says, I like that 7 of 9. There you go. There's some of the other ones that they, I'm going to hopefully get them all. I've got the Defiant in the smaller size. And had I been thinking, I would have put them out here in front of me so you could see the contrast. But anyway, nice artwork. I like this box. It's a higher quality, same as the Enterprise D. Let's open it up. Who else does unboxing with a 6-pound splitting axe? I could have got the heavier one, but if I need to cut down a tree or trees with this, it's going to be a lot more pleasant than with an 8-pound splitter. All right. Son of a Red Shirt in the chat says, always thought that ship was named like the Tick's battle cry, Spoon. I love the Tick, and that is the best battle cry. Fuck, I love that cartoon. That does look like a spoon. Like if I needed to, I could hollow that out and eat with it. All right. The Doctor was a great character, Tiger Stripes. Yes, I did like the Doctor, the hologram Doctor. Oops, I'm not doing that. Was there. So there we go. And it comes, right? I'll save that box, and it comes with its own box, its own book. Very shiny, very high quality. And I've been looking for spelling mistakes and grammatical mistakes and typos in these, and they seem to be well edited and well done. That's a nice book. Hey, there's your roundabout. And Son of a Red Shirt says, oh, autocorrect, shaped like the Tick's battle cry. Yes, a spoon. There we go. So that's a nice little book. Ooh, how about this? How about those, huh? Yeah, some schematics in there, some early drawings. Mega Cropper. Add Neelix to that as well. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Neelix. Not really. Okay. There's some different versions of the runabout. I like that. I like the black and white sketches. Now that's I always thought the shuttlecraft were pretty small, but the runabout as shown in Next Generation with Enterprise D, those are big. That's a big ship, because if you can see the gentleman next to it, that's a big size. That's a big size. Yeah, and you can see two people in the cockpit there. You know, they're full-on spaceships. You know, you can travel them. I'm sure you guys know more about them than I do. Don't damage the box, Spidey. Mega Cropper, no, I'm trying careful. There's a little bit of a tear on one with the axe, but some duct tape will fix that. And that is held in place with no styrofoam, just this cardboard box. And the plastic comes right out. Looks like it separates like that. And that is molded plastic, so it's not, you know, there's actually some thought put into that about it not bouncing around. And here we go. And the base is at the bottom. And the stand is here. And I'm assuming it'll do something like that. And then it will sit on this base. Right? Like so. And I have glued these in so they don't fall. It's not a bad idea. So there you go. How's that for the roundabout? Darius Munchausen, Canadian Spider-Man, says, is the red green for the modern era? Haha. Sorry. Darius Munchausen in the chat says, Canadian Spider-Man is the red green for the modern era. You're referring to Red Green? I love that show. Red Green was my hero. If the ladies don't find you handsome, at least they can find you handy. So that's a pretty slick unit. I like that. That is with another shiny book, says Tiger Stripes. Yes. Mega Cropper, is there a Delta Flyer? I believe there is. I've seen one on the EagleMoss website. Now, whether it's a concept and it's in production or whether it has been produced and for sale yet, that I don't know. I don't remember. But that was a nice ship too. So there you go. That is the runabout. Pretty happy with that. And so for contrast, right, there's the size contrast. Okay. They're the same distance from you. So there's the Voyager and the runabout. Whenever possible, I get this size. But since this is a roundabout, I thought, well, it should be maybe smaller. That makes sense. So there's more in the box. We're not done. EagleMoss also, oh yes. Does anyone recognize that? Maybe you recognize that. Tiger Stripes in the chat says, Neelix was terribly sweet and that he was pretty unique in a Trek character. That was pretty unique in a character. Yeah, I guess so. Although Doc McCoy could be sweet in his own way. Captain Cockney Spock, number Spock, in the chat says, Harry Kim was always a good friend. Deserves a promotion. You know what? And he did get a promotion, didn't he? I think he captained his own ship, or admiral at one point. All right, folks. So this is, I have one of these already. I got a second one. Just because, one to wear and then one to keep. So there we go. One to keep in pristine condition that I will be doing no wood chopping in. All right. So, bear with me. I am going to run and grab that Voyager. And I'll be right back. You guys have a look at the starships. Be right back. Okay, we're back. So here is the smaller version. This is about 37 Canadian, and this was about 100. Okay. So the level of detail, I mean, that's pretty good. But then you have this. So the size difference, I mean, that's your size difference right there. The weight, I mean, this has to be 5 times heavier than this, at least. So there you go. But this is a pretty sweet model. I mean, this is pretty cool. I'm not displeased with this for the price. It was quite good. For the price, that was all right. 37 Canadian. I mean, shit. That won't even buy you a Texas Mickey. And okay, so Son of a Red Shirt says, are all those models to shoot? Sorry, missed that. Yes. Son of a Red Shirt says, Runabout's still my favorite shuttle class type ship. However, I always thought it was a bit underpowered in firefights. The size of what it looks like it carries several torpedoes. You're right. So there's the Voyager. And again, it's about 5 times heavier and about 3 times the size. And the level of detail, this for some reason, it sits in the stand up at an angle. I don't know why. But yeah, the level of detail. I mean, this is a nice little ship for 37 bucks. It was a nice little ship. Yes, Tiger Stripes, more. I got these before last year. These were last year's Christmas presents. So that's the smaller version. Son of a Red Shirt says, oops. It's a good thing it's robust. I should be more careful. Yeah, there you go. There's the size difference right there. And the detail, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. Son of a Red Shirt asks, are all those models to scale relative to each other? Meaning, is the Voyager that big against the Enterprise B and the Danube? I don't think so. There is some scaling. I mean, when you see these are both XL sizes. And it does look like there's some scaling. Good question. Yeah, Son of a Red Shirt says, what a sweet haul. Well done. Thank you. And let's just finish off with the Enterprises. I don't know. Is there scaling? Like how I thought the Galaxy class would be much longer than the Enterprise B, than the Excelsior class. So I thought this was, I don't know. Is that the scale? Who in the chat? You guys probably know more than I do. I guarantee that. It does look like Christmas morning, Tiger Stripes. And Captain Cockney Number Spock says scale verisimilitude is essential. Well, I don't know if there's a scale. I mean, I wouldn't disagree with that. I'd be sweet if they were. And I think we're going to finish this up. Cardinal Sin is here. Hello, Cardinal Sin. Thank you for joining us. Low spec Linux laptop. I'll give a real quick review, and then I'll go get some supper. Captain Cockney Number Spock says, including 2 female red shirts, just out of shot. Okay. So here is the Enterprise B low spectrum Linux laptop and Cardinal Sin. There's the Enterprise B. This is the XL version from EagleMoss. And here is the Voyager. And there is metal. The saucer sections seem to be metal. And the nacelles are plastic, but a really heavy, high-quality plastic. Hello, Cardinal Sin in the chat. That's 70s Rock fan. Hello. I just got some Starships in the mail. Right? Look at all my Starships. Look at all the Starships, folks. Yeah, so here you go. Cardinal Sin, thank you for joining me, man. That was a great stream you did earlier. Please feel free to drop links in the chat as you wish. And let's do this right now. Boom. There you go. So yeah, that is that. And the stand is pretty darn good. Sometimes they can be crappy, but this is a good stand. And then the roundabout is the last thing I got. And I'll show you that. And then I think it's time to go get some supper and go see if I can find a job somewhere. And there is the roundabout. See? That is the roundabout. Okay. Thank you for joining. This is a little longer than I thought. And they each come with their own books. I got to be careful here. I don't know if you've seen these, but they are high quality. I don't know why the D is smaller than these. Not sure. It was the same price, about 110 Canadian. But the book is indeed smaller. Different version, I suppose. Okay. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Pretty stoked about these. We'll let you look at the Enterprise B. That's a beauty ship. Okay. There's no responsibilities that come with the moderator tag, low spectrum Linux laptop. That 70s Rock fan. There's no expectations whatsoever with the moderator. Just feel free to throw links in there with your own channels and promote. Same with you, Cardinal Sin. No pressure with moderating. That is just so that I have a whole bunch of people in here that should the sex bots start spamming the channel, you can at least grab the URLs for me so that I can check those out. Anyway, folks, that is it for now. Thanks for joining. That 70s Rock fan. Hey, man, you're actually close enough. You're just down the road, man. If you want to come play with the Starships, if you can bring some Starships, if you've got a Klingon Warbird, Romulan Warbird, sorry, holy shit, or a Klingon Bird of Prey, we can do some enactments. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I've got the Enterprise, the NX-1. I've got the same size as these, the NX-1. That's a really nice ship as well. Yeah, let's get together in December. That 70s Rock fan. I might be taking off in January out of the country, so we'll have to do it in December. So yeah, I've got the NX-1 from Star Trek Enterprise, and that's a beautiful, beautiful spaceship as well. And I've got the Viper Mark II from Battlestar Galactica, and again, it's all metal with a little plastic. They're heavy, solid units. They're beautiful. So yeah, thank you very much for joining. And here's a little Starship porn. Oh yeah. That is just a beautiful ship, eh? That is just a beautiful, beautiful ship. All right, we're ending the stream with a flyby. Oh, wait a minute. No, if we're going to end the stream with a flyby. All right, screw it. So here's the Mark II, the Viper Mark II, Battlestar Galactica. And I don't know if you can read the name on the cockpit, but that is Starbuck. And that's, I know it's not Star Trek, but that is a beautiful, beautiful model. You know, that is just friggin' sweet. Huh? Look at that. That's the Mark II. I cannot get my hands on a Mark I. And all of these, see, it's got the thruster ports here. They're even indented. That's not paint. They're indented and then painted. You like that? Yeah, Starbuck. That's right. So that's that. And then here's the NX-1 that I was telling you about. And again, I really like that ship. There's just something about this that just really appeals to me. I guess just how basic a ship it was. It wasn't advanced. It wasn't, you know, they didn't have technology to escape the ship itself, I mean. So yeah, there's the NX-1. I like that. And that, you know, I mean, they're about the same weight. This is a little smaller. The NX-1 is smaller. So I don't know, Captain, in regards to your question, that's not scale. You're right. You raise a very good point, sir. They're just about the same length. But the NX-1 would be much, much, much smaller, right? So there you go. There's the NX-1. All right, we're going to finish off with the Enterprise A. Hey, how's it going, eh? How's it going, eh? Hey, see the hockey game, eh? See the hockey game last night, eh? Those hosers suck. All right, so there is the Enterprise A. And this saucer is metal. Now, the underside, I think the underside is maybe plastic, but that's heavy. That's metal. I mean, this is a heavy, that's top heavy. That is Dolly Parton top heavy. All right. Okay. Captain Cockney Number Spock in the chat says, you can't beat a nice Newcastle lass. That 70s rock fan says, right up the old exhaust port there. Son of a red shirt says, yeah, the new Vipers are pretty sweet, but I got to say I'm old school. Give me my Dirk Benedict piloted 1970s Viper any day. I'm trying to get a hold of one. They do make them, son of a red shirt. EagleMoss does make them. Darius Munchausen says, I wish Sherry were here. Well, I think she was. I'm pretty sure she was. Yes, she is. She is here. That's just a sexy, sexy unit. And again, I mean, here, let's compare them. All right. Now, these are actually about the same weight and about the same length, 10.5 inches. The detail is the same. They're just beautiful, sexy, sexy ships. Right? They're just sexy, sexy ships. Captain Cockney Spock says, scale verisimilitude denied. Yeah, you're right, buddy. Okay. So, Son of a Red Shirt says, guess where the engine room is located on the NX-1? Guarantee it's not where you think. The engine room? Well, I believe the book that I got, this is the shuttle pod, isn't it? So isn't the engine room like here somewhere? I think it's been here. Oh, hey, Antiderivative Jill. Yeah, we're just going through some starships that I got in the mail. See? Yeah. I got the Enterprise B in the mail today. And I got the Enterprise D in the mail. So there you go. B, A, and D. Okay, there you go. Hail Antiderivative Jill. And yeah, that is the first one I got, the A. I really like that one. The deflector is a high quality plastic. And it's just a really sexy ship. And again, the detail on the labeling, the painting, it's all very, very precise. So there you go, folks. I've got, I don't have time to spend, I'd play with these all night. I really would. But I've got stuff to do, and I need some better lighting anyway. But yeah, so we're going to close out. I know it is hard to pick. It is hard to pick. You're right. I need more hands. I need an assistant. But yeah, it's hard to pick. Right? I mean, which one? You know, they're all good. They're all beautiful. One better than the other? Hard to say. I'm in my happy. Look at the starships I have in my hand. This is awesome. I'm in my happy place. I'm going to play with these all night. I'm not going to get any friggin' work done. Who needs a job when you have starships, right? Just going to stay home and eat Mr. Noodles and play with these all day. Can I do streams just where I play with my starships? I don't know if I can make money doing that, but if I had boobs, I probably could. Okay. Enterprise D for the win, Mega Cropper. Yeah, I don't know. And Jill, Enterprise A, when I got this was the first one I got. And yeah, I was saying, ooh, Enterprise A, yeah, how can you not love that? I mean, that's classic, right? But then, I mean, look at this sexy. I mean, which one's sexier? You know, I like the back end shot. I'm a big fan of bottoms. I mean, which one is sexier? I mean, how can you I love the curved sloping pylons that support the nacelles, but then you've got just the strut looking angular, like sexy. Geez, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Hard to say. Now, round nacelles are peak sexy. You're right. I mean, look at, and you're right, low spectrum Linux laptop. You know, I mean, look at the round nacelles on the Enterprise, or the Enterprise NX-01. But then you have, I mean, these are pretty cool nacelles too, right? I mean, sexy. I mean, Jill's not wrong. And see the black texture on those? I mean, that's fucking sexy. Darius, I'm surprised you haven't dropped the EagleMoss link in the friggin' chat. No pressure. I don't expect you to. I was just kidding. But anyway, that's enough Starship porn for tonight. I got stuff to do. But Yeah, NX and Mark D. Hey, Mark D with a C. Hey, good to see you, buddy. NX01 refit is one of my faves. That is nice. I have seen that. I think I still prefer the NX1 without the additions to the back, but you know, it's I like them both. All right, and Mark D with a C. Thank you very much for joining us. I don't know if you've seen the B. If I'll just show you that. Like that's. I mean, look at that. I mean, look at the back end of that. Like, how fucking sexy is that? I mean, look at that. Right? I mean, they're square and round, and they've got the little, you know, tips on. I think that's for, I don't know what that's for stability when you're flying through the air. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, Sherry. Forgive me. Thank you for coming, Sherry. No pressure with that moderator label. So let's finish with a flyby of the A, and then I've got shit to do. But I'm sure I'll see you guys later on. How does it start? Does it start on this side or that side? I think it does. I think it starts on this side from the old series. I realize this is the A, but close enough. There. That's a nice flyby. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's just. I know it doesn't make that noise. I know that. I don't know what noise I can make that will replicate that. Anyway, see you guys later. I'm dragging this out way too long. I'm just really excited. Starships! 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 I'm going to need some time alone with my starships. See you guys later. I'm going to go be alone with my... Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. See you later. I'm going to go play with my starships. Yes! It's like Christmas. Have a great night. Thank you. Murdoch!